Welcome to my team. Here, you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's choose your character.
Welcome to my team 2020.
Now, let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
Can you stop interrupting me? Right. Choose the name. Inspiration from a cartoon called Phineas and Ferb. So you can't actually see me typing. Okay. That's not what I thought would happen. Kind of a long name. But yeah, you gotta have long names sometimes. Why did I not just skip this? Whoops. Oh well, it's a mistake that I need to learn not to do. That will be changed for later. Oh, come on.
All around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we're going to be running the We Racers 1 car this weekend as we go into the Nova chicane to show a spin on our very first lap.
We're not going to do anything, but Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton are going to go side by side, and we're going to go into the corner and we're going to make contact with Lewis Hamilton, and we're going to get front wing damage. And here's the title of the video. Going into turn the final penultimate corner. Nope. Too much understand. Let's flashback. Yeah, let's do it here. Going into the corner again. They're going to go side by side. They're going to make contact, and we're going to make twice the contact with Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, no, not going to have that. Second flashback now. Going into the corner. They're going to go side by side. Contact from them two. We're going to go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Don't quite work, but yeah, so don't go and do our third flashback there. Heading for a 4-3 try of this. Sergio Perez locks up, and we get quite close as Lewis Hamilton loses rear end. We almost hit him for the final time. Fourth flashback of the race, of the moment, and yeah, disappointment. Going into the corner again, they make contact, loses the rear just a little bit. Gonna try and go round the outside of him, going into hairpin, don't quite work. Going in towards the banking, we've got a little bit further this time. We need no contact. We're gonna go head towards the line, but we're in red fuel. We're gonna go into overtake and DRS. We're gonna go get a podium, but no, we've run out of fuel. So we're gonna try. Can we save a little bit of fuel here to get a podium? Flashbacks, 5 flashbacks now. Going into the final corners now. Heading in lean fuel. We're going to go into rich fuel as soon not now. Overtake and DRS. We're going to go into... No, we're not going to go rich. We've gone into rich too late. And we've missed out on a podium. And 5 flashbacks. And we stay in the same position.
Okay, we might want to pit early. There's cars bunched up ahead.
But the Ferrari eventually will get past us as we are on the hard tyre. But we stay ahead of the McLaren, and I believe we got some solid points. Austria next, and here we are. Almost a blink of an eye. It's almost as if I've pre-recorded these for a week. Anyway, back with Perez now, so hopefully if we can follow him, but if he don't carve his way through, we're just gonna have to try and overtake him. Yellow flags, I can tell you that is for the McLaren of Carlos Sainz, and we're gonna go up Austin now. No, we're not. We're gonna run into the back of Perez. and retire with no flashbacks. There's times where I really regret putting no flashbacks. What happened? Carlos Sainz just pulling to the side. Everyone just slows down. Why does Vettel slow down? He doesn't need to slow down. There was literally a gap to him to the front. Oh my god. The AI. They just slowed down. Even though there's a gap in front of them. I mean, look at the gap there. I mean, what is Vettel doing? Why is he slowing down? Oh my god. Because of that, I've crashed out. Oh my god. That is nothing to do with me. Yes, I should have slowed down. It's yellow flags. But the AI, what are you doing?
So now we've got the final lap to charge after Korea as we come through the long right-handers again. Going towards the outside. Seems to have worked. And it has. We're gonna drift round the next corner. And rear tyres go off the roof with those temperatures, but it's fine as it's the final lap. Not the way you want it to go, but it's worked, and we're gonna finish P14. We're not gonna gain anything on Jordan King and the others. But who's the driver today? Is we get P14, and it's me. Well done me. I can't pat myself on the back, but if you want, congratulate me in the comments, and I'll just leave you with the podium celebration.
Our gearbox is getting warm once again, and we are still in first by 3 seconds. So, comfortable victory, I should say. But weren't too comfortable. Had to make all the overtakes at the beginning of the race. But other than that, good victory for our 3rd victory of our F2 career. I can talk now. Okay, well done, Lewis. P14 for our team. That is bonkers. And I've never raced at this track. Which technically I did, just stepping in the wet, but sure. Yeah, can we level up? No, we don't. Only gonna get 3,150. That's gonna be our total. Needed about 400 more, so maybe we should have done 4 more laps in that rate in the qualifying. Or maybe I should have participated in practice, but there we go. Vettel out. Jordan King staying. Highlighting ahead of both Hasses, both Alfa Romeos, and both of us are ahead of both Williams.
Jeff only now tells us Sergio's out. Very confusing. But we get a good run. We made out on half of it. We've got the Fioras and we've got the traction out of the corner. But overtake, but we've not used any overtake. That's why we get immediately starting into turn 1. Quite good. End flat. Start flat 9. Got past 1 driver. Maybe we get past a 2nd driver. Ocon. He goes defensive and stays behind his gearbox. Goes to the outside for turn 3. Makes it to inside for turn 4, but he's still alongside us. So maybe we can get the job done in turn 5 and 6. But he's still down on the inside for turn 6 and maybe turn 7. Or even on the retail straight. Chop him off, and we almost half of it. But we're ahead of Ocon now. That puts us into P8. 2 overtakes in the space of 30 seconds lead. Next up is Kimi Raikkonen for that magic number of P7. And hopefully we can get that advantage class at 32.7. What am I going to say? Do nothing close to that. There's rain in 10 to 15 minutes, not going to affect us. But we're going to get a run on Kimi Raikkonen now. Maybe we're going to make a move into turn 1. Or we think about it. Not quite close enough. But Kimi Raikkonen, great literally in the middle of turn 2, so we get a good run on him down into the turn 3, but we have to hold back before that because he broke and we were right behind him. We've got our overtake gun into turn 4, and that's us into P7 now. One more position, and then we're best of the rest. 3 laps of fuel remaining, and we're going on our third lap of overtaking 3. We're going to go to the outside, there's kind of the inside. We know that we're going to come, and we've sailed right round our outside, and that's just P6. But the colours defending moves a little bit edgy there. We cut 3 to stay ahead of Ricardo.
And DRS is now enabled in this lap. Yellow flags behind us. Who could that be? Pink car. Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll with engine reliability going wrong. Going into turn 4, Danny Kvyat goes down our inside, heading towards turn 5. Kvyat's on the inside again. Going into turn 6, we go right round the outside and keep the position. And hopefully that is all of the energy that he has spent. 112.2. We set a green in the first sector, red in the second sector as we go on to the final lap now. 3 attempts behind with a 112.2. And Leclerc's in first place, thank you Jeff, as we're going to come really close to Hamilton. It's going to be P5 in the Canadian Grand Prix. What a race that I enjoy. Not much happened, but we made a couple of 3 overtakes, to be honest. Our Valtteri Bottas sets a 34.4. If we could go 4 tenths quicker, we'd be able to beat that. Did you know? Setting a 35.5. And now we're going to go push all the way through this lap as he then sets a 34.2. Well done, Valtteri Bottas. Absolutely love this place. We're closing into Max at the end. Obviously not enough, but we come across the line to set a 34.6. Wouldn't have been good enough anyway, but once again it is an astonishing result in this poor car, but we won't talk about the AI level.
Next up, Kimi Raikkonen gets back after we lost a bit of
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when
next
within 1
up,
second of the
this
car
is
ahead.
Sebastian
In the
Vettel.
DRS zone.
Hopefully we can keep this P12 and get also close to our first ever points in Formula 1 in the driver's series. I mean, this is all basically done. Can we then we can go to the outside, and he just breezes past us with that Ferrari engine and the slipstream and the DRS. Gonna battle, gonna go side by side into the round. We're gonna keep it on the inside, and we're gonna keep the position. But how long? That's when we'll get back to this. Never going. It's gonna be quite good. But he's gaining on. He's on our outside. We're gonna block off Berkeley. Is that we're gonna make a dive bomb? He's on the side too. Can we make a swing out? No, he blocks us off. So he gets position and then move down into the blocking 7 position behind our teammate. Can we make another down dive back? Heading towards the bankings now, so maybe you lose rear end. Yes, he does. Massive AI's mistake, and that's why the title of the video is the title. There is massive mistake from Bottas. Gonna see what it was like from him, because that was massive. He was pretty much going 90 degrees compared to the track. Oh my god, that was a massive high voice moment. Don't get on the curb, just loses the rear end. I think his issue could be a power delivery, so maybe transmission. So yeah, maybe he's missing a gear. I don't go on board because I'm stupid. I should have checked. Yeah, we easily get past him, and that's us up into P9. I just remembered. I think he has what he said, but tell me if he didn't.
but he said there's gearbox issues. So you can see that I've had to go in a lower gear to try and conserve the gearbox, which is not going the way I want. But it's the 11th lap of this race, so that's going to be fine. But Jordan King further pushed himself away from me in the championship, which is not good at all. Because we're going to come across the line, it's going to be P5 from P2, which is really annoying. Monaco isn't one of my strongest circuits, but it's quite close to being my weakest circuit. But changes have been made off camera to equipment, and I have a new wheel, so that could be good. Power steering, so yeah. Force feedback, which is nice, and yeah. 14. In theories of our team, of our rival Gasly. Purple first sector, but that's only because of the DRS, and we set a 35.7 on that lap. Hopefully we can get close to Gasly, which it seems to for us to be doing. Going towards turn 11 and 12 now. You get DRS on Gasly, as there's a little bit of a voice crack there. Going towards turn 12 now, we're going to look towards the inside. We're quite far back, but we're going to make the move. He forces us right to the inside, but we have none of it. We make the move stick, and we are up into P13 now. 1 minute 9.743 from Racengineer. We set a 1 minute 10.5 as the two drivers ahead of us going side by side. One who replaced the other one. Can the other one replace the can one replace the other one back? Alex Albon lost a lot of time through turn 3, so we're going to get into the DRS and we get past him. But we're going to look at going down the inside of Pierre Gasly, and it looks like it's worked. And we've pushed Albon wide. It's a great team up for both of us. And one of them 3 drivers that we've overtaken now, judging by the title, could be our teammate for next season. Fudge bars in Grand Prix, followed by Lewis Hamilton, so Mercedes getting a third 1-2 of the season. Hopefully we can stop that soon. Well, not me, but like me as in the other teams as well. Getting some XP due to the fact that we completed 14 laps, and yeah, no bonuses unfortunately. Luckily we get to tier 17 again, which is a pair of gloves. Wow. Okay then, looking at race results, and instantly I see that Alex was quicker than us on the best lap by 8 tenths.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Sainz, Vettel, Norris, and Alexander Albon, Leclerc, Ocon, Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen, and Kimi Raikkonen, Latifi, Russell, Aitken, and the engineer. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So as we head to the grid now, I've got some bad news to tell you. You see, recording takes a long time, and as you can see, recording stopped here. All my fault because I went to go into race strategy and I accidentally stopped recording because I was in the Xbox menu, and X is what stops recording. So I did the race and you didn't see any of it. We go through the final few corners now, coming up to the triple chicane. 1, 2, double chicane, never mind. Go through the chicane now, get the acceleration as soon as we can. Then go through the final corner, open the flap, DRS, gonna come across the line. What's it gonna be? It's P1, pole position, one of the first pole ever. Just realised, and hopefully we can turn that into our second victory of the season. And technically it's our first qualifying pole. If you remember, in Bahrain we got the reverse grid pole, but that gap was really close between them. But I'm going to give you to the commentators now.
Championship leader. Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
Lap 5, Sainz is stopping, Hamilton's stopping, Verstappen's stopping, but Norris and Perez are still continuing as we go onto the main back straight now, because Viat is closing in on us. Can we defend this position as we're in P9 now? In P9 now, P8 ahead of Viat. Luckily we've kept the position ahead of him, and let's see as we go on to the next lap now, as Norris and Perez and Racengineer and Ocon ahead of us pit, and so does Bottas, Leclerc and Albon, and we're leading the Grand Prix as we come in for our stop at the end of lap lap 6. Can we have we led the lap for the entire for a whole lap? And I can tell you that we have.
So, projected V15, but you never know. Here we are, changing setup now. Changing them to 1-1 thingies. 3-6 wings. 1-2 ride height. 2-4 suspension. And 6-6 thingy. All the way to the right camber, all the way to the left toe, and yeah, see how that goes. 1 second improvement on the race strategy, so I can't tell if that's normal or if that's just the setup. And we go towards lap 25, setting almost a new personal best, setting a 31.5. So yeah. Maybe we can close in on these two drivers, these final 3 laps then, as this is about the time where I go full rich and I start the charge for positions. Closing in on Grosjean through Dunlop curve then. Rich fuel actually helping us through sector 1 because we're quite flat through there. Normally I only run rich on the straights, but for the final laps I allow it as we go down the inside of Romain Grosjean going into the hairpin. Oh, what a nice move, no contact whatsoever, and now we can move on to the back of Giovinazzi as Max Verstappen sets a 29.8, I think that was. Correct me in the comments below if you want to, you don't have to. Speaking of comments, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Grosjean, however, his opinion is that he should be ahead of me as we defend the inside into 130R, as yeah, the radius isn't that tight on the inside, and he didn't get past us anyway, so yeah, not too bad. We kind of had the slipstream of Gio, but actually we didn't. Anyway, heading on to the penultimate lap, we set a 30.9. Once again, asking what the first lap is as Grosjean goes down into turn 1, almost side by side with us. We close the door quite harshly. We never see Grosjean's point of view, so yeah, we don't know if it's actually harsh. Right on the back of Giovinazzi, like we were Grosjean, so maybe we'll get the move done into the hairpin like we did Grosjean. Taking a wide entry into Dunlop curve like we did in qualifying, gaining us a little bit of advantage. We're right up the back of him as we head towards the hairpin. Are we going to make a move? Are we not? No, we're going to hold back a little bit as Lewis Hamilton sets a 29.0. Yeah, we're not going to set the fast lap now as we're about a second off it. No, 2 seconds off. Heading towards the spin curve then. Can we close in and get Antonio Giovinazzi into the Casio triangle like we did his teammate, I believe it was? Or was that Russell? I think it was Russell. I don't remember now. It was only, what, 10-20 minutes ago? It doesn't matter how long it would go, because we're going to make the move on Giovinazzi. We're going to go right around the outside. All thought about going down the inside, but he was on the inside, not moving an inch. But we get past him into P16, where we qualified technically. Actually, we qualified P15, but it broke and got 16th. We were 16th. So yeah. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix then, and checkered flag for us, purple final sector.
As we go through turn 7, we're going to go onto the main straight now. Lando Norris, can we keep him behind? There's a little screen freeze, I thought. As he's on our outside, we're going to make contact and he's making past the quarter spin as Max Verstappen wins the race for Red Bull. As we got 2 minutes 50 seconds remaining, but we're going to come across the line in P7 to get our first ever racing points. Racing points. We're not going to be racing pointless, we're going to be racing points.
But we're going through turn 3 now as Merc slowing down there. We've got to try and avoid him, but we unfortunately can't avoid him in time, so that's not good. A bit game of rage. So we're just going to be careful. We're going to go to his inside, but brake early to make sure that he don't hit us. Instead, we hit him, even though he hit the wall and retired.
Pretty boring race. Hubert did get away, but then I did get away, and then Hubert closed in, but I did get the fastest lap, so that'll be 27 points. I'll be ahead of Jordan King by 7 points, but hopefully if we can just stay in the points in the next race, we can increase that 7-point gap. And first, well done us, and well done Dorian Boccolacci for getting driver of the day. But I'm going to hand you over to the podium celebrations now.
Great work from the Trident team. They take a famous win here today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
This race, this win, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
It's the part we've all been waiting for, the podium finish, and it's probably one of the more unexpected finishes in a while. Trident take the victory, and Trident have made huge strides within F2 recently, and today proves that they're not only still in the race, but they're in it to win. Congratulations to everyone on the team.
So there we go, getting our 4th victory of our entire career. And yeah, feel like we are making strides into Formula 1 through this championship. As we get 2000 XP, we just need to get 600 XP in the next race, the sprint race.
After this round
level
of the
up.
World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's table. The
And we
engineers
have
take
first
over
by
the lead in the
11
Drivers'
points.
Championship. And so, driver of the day,
Due
then, Davide Valsecchi.
to-
Who do you think you'd go for?
My driver of the day was Dorian Boccolacci. He did a cracking job of moving through the field. Just a very
Oh no,
good race.
16
On to
points.
the
Oh yeah,
teams then.
yeah, that makes
Trident
sense.
move further ahead.
As we come to the end of lap 5, Hubert is still right behind us. We've got the temperature panel up. We've got to make sure that we keep them on the specific temperature, which I do not know. Otherwise, they will malfunction. As Hubert, we go to the inside now, and he's gone on to the outside. But he's got first for a slight second as we brake a lot later than him. We've got first, and now we're going to try and see if we can hold Hubert back for another position. Make a slight move, and that's allowed Correa to try and now battle Hubert as we go towards turn 4, the end of sector 1. Hubert and Correa, they're still battling if you're looking at the virtual rearview mirror, and Correa loses out, and now Hubert can try and come back and challenge me again for the second race victory of the year, or the first sprint race victory. As we go down to
turn 10, the treacherous turn 10, Hubert has gained on us quite a bit now, as I could have broke a lot later. There's now the top 5 are within 2 seconds of each of us, as Hubert doesn't want to make the move. But there's only one straight left. We might have this victory. And Hubert has dropped off a bit. He's not close enough for an overtake on the final straight, I don't think. But as we make a little bit wide moment of that corner, Hubert may have a chance to come at us now. As our wheel is twitching once again. But it doesn't twitch us into the wall. And we've made it through the 2 final corners. And we're going to come across the line to win our first ever Formula 2 victory. And what hard work it was. And well done Tatiana Calderon for driver of the day.
Team today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over the entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time
well done Giuliano,
while still
5th, not too
respecting
bad for the
tires,
team.
That's where they won today.
It's the part we've all been waiting for, the podium finish, and it's
Hey,
one of the
there's
more
my podium
unexpected
celebration.
finishes in a while. Trident take the victory, and Trident have made huge strides within F2 recently, and today proves that they're not only
What a
still
way
in
to
the
win.
race, they're in it.
42.9, not pushing that much, but we are going on to our penultimate 2 laps now. Heading towards sector 1, purple, and that's just that's when you know that you're setting an absolute beast of a lap. Heading towards the final lap then, we set a 1:41.4, 3/10 quicker than what I believe Jack set. So yeah, not too bad, as we are going to go on board for this full lap, which obviously means this is going to be our best lap of the entire race. The best lap of the entire race, and it's only shown because it was from me. Anyway, heading towards turn 5 then, maybe I can annotate what we did. Braking just after 100 meter board, only just going marginally quicker. A 27.5 for sector 1, locking up going into the immediate corner after. Braking just after the blackboard up on the right hand side, reference point for many corners. Braking into Singapore Sling just before the change in barrier, going over the curbings everywhere, not too much though, else they'll spin you. Once again, the barrier, I'm saying a lot of errs. Yeah, I just want to use them as I am now. A little bit wayward out of the corner, hairpin, so it's only a green sector 2. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix as we head into sector 3. Not too far behind him in the grand scheme of the Grand Prix. Heading through the final chicanes and then making sure that I don't stutter. And we accidentally check on the pit windows. Don't need to. Oh, I've just said that. Anyway, going through the final corner now, we've got a lot of an improvement. Going through the final corner, checkered flag, P4, what a result. And it's going to be the fastest lap once more. And that was an amazing result. I mean, P4. We started P22. No wonder we got driver of the day. We just made the strategy work for us. A 1-stop.
Fantastic drive, and it means your driver's world champion. What a result. Enjoy it.
There were questions at the start of the season as to whether they could really go all the way, but there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been, and here they are, the new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion. and Uni Virtuosi have pulled off a great victory here today. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and chariot strategy, what else occurred on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
The engineer takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for? With that result, the title is secure, and it's Campos who have claimed the honours. Truly, a force to be reckoned with.
Jeff telling us that we're going to catch in the car in front, so maybe it's going to be touch and go whether we do that, and we're going to stay on board for the whole of our final lap, as it is our best lap, but that's not the only reason. Going into turn 1 now, we're gaining on Latifi, 1.4 seconds now the gap, 1.2 at the start of this DRS zone. At the end of the start of the brake zone, it's 1.1. Going into turn 3, nice and early on brakes as well. Gear 3 for turn 4. Heading towards turn 5, not flat in the wet conditions, especially when you're behind another car. Going into turn 6, we are going to make a dive on Latifi, setting the purple sector 1 by 8 tenths quicker. Now the hunt begins on Giovinazzi. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix just as Jeff finished telling us that we made a good pass on Latifi. Antonio Giovinazzi now falling into our clutches. Nothing can stop us from overtaking him, possibly. Going into turn 11, we're going to make the move here. Jesus Christ, I'm on a mad one. 2 seconds quicker, considering the fact that I had to wait behind Nova Haru a lot longer on the previous lap, so that's fine. Unfortunately, we are going to fall short on Russell and Grosjean. Yeah, I think I should have came in a little bit earlier when Jeff was saying, so maybe lap 8 or 7 should have been a better time to come in. But yeah, should have took that gamble because could have paid off. Coming across the line, we are going to set the fastest lap though of a 1:35.1. But well done to Lewis Hamilton for winning the first Grand Prix of the season, and we technically matched our race result from last season, but technically we also didn't. We fell short by 2 positions. We're asking Jeff what about the weather and if it's gonna stop. 10 more minutes of the rain, that's not gonna last. That's gonna come after the end of the race, so yeah, that's not gonna be that's a little bit annoying. 9 tenths to the drive behind. That's about another half second, so yeah, about maybe 1.5 seconds he'll gain on us. 3 laps of fuel remaining. Gonna come across the line. We've got 2 laps remaining now. He's gained another half second, so yeah. Lap 16, penultimate lap. We were gonna tell Jeff to shut up in case he said box this lap, because we accidentally selected the 1-stop, remember. Daniel Ricciardo only just now has caught up to us, so yeah, that's a little bit of relief. We ask about the car and Jeff tells us nothing. Going on to lap 17, the final lap of the race now. Daniel Ricciardo just behind us on 6 tenths. He hasn't gained anything, so it looks like we can hold this position. But guess what position we are in? It's P2, another podium position. Remember what happened in Belgium last season? A wet race, a wet qualifying even, and we got P3. We're on we're on point to get a P2 in this race. Less than a lap of fuel now, but guess who's also joined my train? I'm the choo-choo train, heading towards the podium now. Valtteri Bottas has joined the back of the train. You will have seen that from the thumbnail, maybe. Heading towards the fast right hand of turn 9. We have to brake for that corner. That's how slow we're going in this wet conditions. Daniel Ricciardo got no form of attack. We're gonna hold on for this position of P2 here. This is gonna be our best result ever. I'm not including driver career because that's not my team. This is gonna be our best result ever. P2, come on. We're gonna come across the line. We just gotta hold it steady. We've just got to not lose the rear end, and we're gonna come across the line to get a podium. Our second ever podium. It's P2. What an amazing result. And it's redemption for what happened this time last race. What an amazing result from us. P2. Another podium for the team, and that should put us ahead of Ferrari in the championship.
It goes down, but come the end of the lap, he's closed up to 3 tenths now, 2 tenths, so it's going to be really close now. Hopefully we can hold this position. We're going to go straight to the inside like we did on the previous lap. Make Bottas fight for it. He's made the move already, as we're going to go trundling into turn 1. We're going to stick ahead of him, but we don't force him out wide, so he's really close to us now. Hopefully he stays behind for this straight. We go really deep into that corner. Doesn't help that we have to make a correction, as Bottas now goes up our inside, and he's past us before the brake marker boards even come. I thought about going around the outside, and then Bottas almost clips the inside wall, so he has to lock up, and we've lost some time to him now. As hopefully we can stay without making a mistake. We make a mistake. What a surprise. Perez still in the podiums. Not really a fight between him and Leclerc, but we make a big mistake on the technically final corner, and that's just probably given up our P1 opportunities, as now Leclerc Perez giving him our DRS, and Leclerc is also getting DRS off Perez. Or we're going to go we put Leclerc into our slipstream, and Leclerc gets past our teammate, almost having a look at us, but it's the final lap now, so we're going to go all guns blazing. We've closed up to Bottas, we're in his DRS, so hopefully we can stay in this DRS and make a move towards the end of the lap to make sure that we get a victory. But at the moment it looks like we're not close enough. We're close enough through here, so we're gonna make sure that we keep a second. Are we close enough? We gained 7 tenths on that first sector alone, but we're going really deep into the start of the second sector, which does not help our chances of winning this race. As we go into the castle section now, make a little bit of a correction twice, 3 times, as we go on to the final lap sector now. He's nowhere near us. We're nowhere near him. We lost a lot of time during that sector, and it shows. 1.7 seconds behind. We've got the overtake button on just to keep ahead of Leclerc, and it's going to be our first podium of our entire career. What a race, and what a podium, what a result. My throat's probably sore, but I have no more words. That was fairly easy podium.
Going on to the final 3 push laps of the entire game that you're going to see from me. Can we hang on to a podium from a driver that is on soft tyres in a Red Bull, and we're on hard tyres in this car? We're going on to the final lap now, and I wish I could say it was more interesting, but it weren't. Easily able to keep him ahead, keep him behind. And it's another P3, fending off Alex Albon for P3.
Well done, and thank you
And
on behalf of the team for a fantastic
you're
effort.
welcome, Jeff, for this massive effort, but I couldn't have done it without you guys giving me support that I needed.
With that, another year of Formula One
We're doing this
roars
again.
on the roads.
Why?
And the new
Oh, we
World
don't need
Drivers'
to.
Champion is declared.
Yeah.
After. So we're going across the line now, 1.5 seconds lost due to that, but we're a lot closer to Max Verstappen in this stint. So hopefully we can open DRS and gain a lot on him, and hopefully we can make a move. And we're staying on board, so maybe we are making a move. DRS and overtake and slipstream has made us gain a lot on him, and we've gone down the outside and it make it stick into turn 3, and we don't even need the straight to get past him. We've got past him before the straight, so now we've got to hunt down Sebastian Vettel for P2, which will equal our best ever finish in driver career. But Verstappen is going to try and go round our outside again, make it turn the inside for turn 5, but we shut him off. And battery charge is high. Jeff wants us to use the overtake button more. Jeff, about to use the overtake button now to close in on Sebastian Vettel after setting a 166. Going to turn 3 now, setting a 16.1, a couple of milliseconds quicker than our previous lap. But now we're closing in on Sebastian Vettel. We haven't to use the straight, as that Ferrari power engine is quite quick in a straight line. Not making a move now, but hopefully we can stick with him to make a move on the very next lap, which it seems like we're going to do. Setting a 167, we lost almost a tenth due to Vettel ahead of us as we go really deep into turn 1, forgetting about the dirty air and that, but we still on the back of Sebastian Vettel, 3 tenths behind. We're going to make a move into turn 3 now. He's pushing us to the inside, and we're going to show him how we make a move stick. Because if you remember, he tried to make a move on Sainz and he crashed into him and spun round.
Going to turn 1. There's music coming up. Why is that? There's yellow flags at the end of the hairpin. What's going on? There's no one around that dot. Seems to be Sainz. Is that Mercedes? It's not Valtteri because he's overtaken by staff. It's Lewis Hamilton. This is now a race for the podium. You can see how hard I'm pushing now. I am so close to Daniel Ricciardo. Lewis is now he's so close to the podium now. There he is on the right. Valtteri has gone past him. Daniel Ricciardo's gone past him. We've gone past him. We are now into P4, and the driver ahead of us that we could be overtaking is now in P3. Can we get down the inside to get a podium in an uncomfortable car? We're diving down the inside. We've left the door wide open and we've gone deep into the corner. We're going into second speed. Can we force them wide? Yes, we can. We have now taken a podium. Oh, to start P10 in this race. Can we just hold on for another lap? It seems like we are able to, and we are so close to getting a podium, and we have got the podium.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you pulled through. Thank you.
Ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen.
So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
And don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight.
Fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone of the team.
We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Valtteri Bottas is very close as he does set the fastest lap for 45.1.
So maybe he got DRS on that lap, which is going to be a little bit annoying. At the moment, he's catching us by a second a lap, according to Jeff. Thank you for trying to keep me calm and not put me off. Going through Eau Rouge now on Rally On. Valtteri Bottas is very close to our ring mirror now, as we're going to go to the middle of the track. We're not going to defend the inside more than we do the outside, because we know that we're going to make an easy overtake, stick down the inside. We hold them up a little bit because we have to brake a little bit more, but that's got the move done. As we go through to P1 now, we go a little bit wide at the corner with no name. As Valtteri Bottas is going to go to the inside for Blanchard. Oh, that would have been a brilliant move if we had pulled it off, but he backs out of it because the AI program should not go too wide. But we're going to come across the line in P1 in an AlphaTauri for our first victory in the best race of our season so far. What a race! I'm not as excited as my team because I don't really care about this one as much, but it's always nice to get a race victory in no matter what you're doing.
We're leading our teammate by 10.5 seconds. They're on old Inters. They're in 10th. The time last lap was a 1:50.2.
Once again, Max Schier setting consistent lap time of 50.2. Max Verstappen, Red Bull Racing, wins the Grand Prix. We're going to come across the line for P7, and Max Schier is going to come across the line for P10. Double points in the team. Let's go. And it's taken a wet race for it to happen. Can we have more of these, thank you, please? Because that'd be quite interesting. Get double points almost every single race if that was happening. Not anywhere near Red Bull, but we're staying close to him until we get on the grass on lap 5, going through technically a kink, but it's called turn 5, but no, going side by side with Lando Norris, but we're trying to keep this position now, but he's got ahead of us and he's a full car length ahead, but using the overtake button, and we're getting alongside Lando going into turn 8, and we get down the inside and we make sure that we stay in P7, and yeah, that was a hairy moment from me. I know not to get ever on the grass again. But Lando's still trying to get past us, but we block him off and he don't make a move. As Nicholas Latifi is now out of the session, and we're on to lap 6 now. As Alex and Max ahead of us, way ahead of us. And now our strategy is open, so we should be pitting anytime soon. And we're on the exit of turn 3 now, and we get a snap of oversteer as Lando gets past. Then now we've got to defend from Sergio Perez, but at this moment I was thinking about overtaking Lando, but we're almost making it free wide into turn 4, and then we're on the outside as Perez, so Perez gets a brilliant launch out of the corner, as now Lance Stroll's going down our outside at turn 5, but we're not going to make that happen. We're going to make sure that we stay firmly in the points, and we're going to box this lap, and we've got pit lane behind Kvyat, and yeah, we really need to get rid of Kvyat soon, as I do realise now that we closed in on Leclerc a little bit, and we're going towards Blanchard now. We're putting the overtake button on, going towards Blanchard. Oh, we're going to make the move, or we look at it but we back out. As we go towards the bus stop chicane, we lose the rear end a little bit. Kvyat gives us the room on the outside, and we don't want to take it, but we do, and there's room on the outside of Leclerc. We take the room on that room, and we're ahead of Leclerc. Oh my god, how has we've just done that? We've got ahead of Leclerc, and Kvyat's got ahead of Leclerc now, and there's provisional P3. We're on the podium. I mean, yeah, at the moment we're not on the podium because one person still needs to pit, and that's Lando Norris, but we've made it onto into P3. Oh my god.
It's a bit funny at this point, but we're going to go through whatever corner this is to make it a little bit more front-wing damage. Oh, that was not planned. Okay. Yep, just clip the outside, clip the inside, clip the outside. Oof. And we caused a safety car because of it. Wow.
17 now, and the inevitable has come. Raikkonen gets past us easily, and we have no defense. Coming across the line to start lap 18, the final lap now. 80% tyre wears on the front left, so yeah, a little bit annoying. 90 tyre wear as Valtteri Bottas wins the Grand Prix to further solidify his championship lead. But we're going to come into the stadium section now with 92 tyre wear on the front right left, and somehow we're going to come across the line in P17, unfortunately 2 positions behind where we started, and without a puncture, which is a little bit weird because usually you get punctures about from... Oh, damn it, I forgot about penalty. And they seem to be fine. But going through the final couple of corners now, Carlos Sainz wins the Grand Prix for McLaren for the final Grand Prix. But it's going to be 10 places improvement from Australia to Abu Dhabi, P5. What an amazing result from P10. And we can't be... Like Jeff said, we can't be disappointed about that. Drive of the day for us, thank the Lord. But I think Carlos Sainz deserves that.
And the engineer. Which of these
44 place grid penalty, what? I dropped to the back of the grid. No matter what. I just take one penalty, boom, you're at the back of the grid. What? No. Again, it's a violation. Anyway, like I said.
Here we are on our qualifying lap now. George Russell's hitting a 21.1, Max Verstappen's hitting a 20.3. Look on the dashboard, locking up. Not too good there, is it? Look on the dashboard. 54 laps of fuel. And I thought, oh, that's something to do with the settings. It's probably all this lot. So I turn up the braking linearity, and no, I think I'll leave it at that. I think I just test everything. Everything felt normal. So Valtteri Bottas at 19.5 first lap. At this point, I don't know how much fuel I got. I'll tell you when I realise there's 55 laps of fuel. P10.
A purple circlet, and Mick Schumacher, we've got on the grass, and he's closing in now. Let's see if he goes to the inside. We're not going to defend this time. He's still not there on the inside. Just get a little screen freeze. Go into the inside, and I've turned into him. And we're gonna do a 1,000-point turn. And oh my god! Go, Latifi, go, go, go! No behind. Right, sheet is out. That's good for Archer. Get the freezes out. Any more? Any more for any more? Let's see what happened. Damn it, didn't work. Oh well. We're just gonna have to continue our race, and as we are in P4 now. Aiken and Eilert still in the race. We've got 18 runners. No. Seti Cameron's been the squad. Delatraz, Correa, Wakalachi, Joe, Mazepin, Galeo, Tatiana Coltron, Giuliano Alesi, our teammate, Jordan King. They've all been disqualified. King is out of the session. Callum Eilert is out of the session. We have seven drivers remaining, and that's us, Mick, us, Nicholas Latifi, Luca Giotto, Jack Aiken. Trying to think who else. Looking on the mini map, it's a pink car. Who bears out the race? Let's see if we. There's a dot ahead of Mick Schumacher. Trying to think who. Julian. That's a glitch. There's a dot ahead of Mick Schumacher. It looks like the same colour as Jordan King, so it's got to be Manu Vergunnathan. Vergunnathan's going to get sixth in this race. He's going to get sixth in this race, and because he's started 19th, he's going to get driver of the day. All because of me. I've made Vergunnathan a good driver. Oh my god. I knew this was all coming, but it's still so funny.
It was like 3-4, and at this point I was thinking I need a nickname. I'm catching up to last lap Lando, last lap 3, not quite, yeah, nothing worked with W, so I thought of this very corner, maybe not this lap, but Bolt It Bobbi. I think it's amazing. So we got to use our new nickname to our advantage and bolt it, because the name is Bobbi. So going into turn 1, we're closing in, not quite saying purples, but it is enough to get into the DRS range of Lando Norris. We could actually get him on the final lap, but I think it's going to be earlier, you know. That's why I was thinking of Bolt It Bobbi, because maybe we could have done it on the last lap, but it seems like I'm going to bolt it earlier, and we are going to get the move done on Lando now. That Renault engine not as powerful as Honda engine. As we go towards turn 1, we're not close enough as we were to Sebastian and Alex, but so we're just going to have to wait it, maybe get it in towards turn 4, next corner. And can we get power on nice and early? Yes we can. 3 tenths is gaining downwards now toward our advantage. He's decided to go inside, exactly where we want him, going right around the outside, clean as light. He'd made a little bit of contact with us, we've got no warning for it, so we're fine, and that is us up into P5. I think this is going to be it. We are going on to the final push lap of the Grand Prix. The music's already here. I don't think we're losing this race. With back markers instead. Another track limits warning. That's our second of the race. We're so close. We're going on to the final lap now. 9 seconds. Back to Max Verstappen. And we've got DRS off the back marker. We're coming into the final stadium section now. These flares are going on. Green, yellow and red. We're going wide to appreciate the fans. We're going round the final corner to win in our team. To win my first race. To win the team's first race. To win.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Wait for it. Trophies coming home.